Welcome back to the Listen Up podcast, where we analyze a new album each week. I'm Jamie, and this week we've got me, Nick, and Jordan. This week we're going to be taking a look at Ye by Kanye West, released in 2018, and it was picked by Jordan. You wanna talk a little bit more about what drove you to this decision?
No.
Okay. And moving on.
I'm just kidding. No. Okay, well, one, I guess, I really like all the songs in this album. Also, I didn't realize that it was my turn to pick last week, so I kind of had to just pick a quick one. But I had been listening to Ghost Town's pretty much always in my rotation. Mm-hmm. Violent Crimes has been in my rotation. Even All Mine is usually in my rotation. Not like every week, but
solid one.
Yeah. It makes its way back. So I was thinking, what thing could I do? And then, honestly, I've listened to every song on this album, and I like every song. Obviously, I like more than others, so I listen to them. But every song in this album, I think, is good. Like, I think I could listen to it more than once.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, which is why I chose it. And I didn't choose it for the length, but it's very digestible again. I've said multiple times that I like shorter albums because they're easier to digest. But, yeah, that's pretty much why I chose it.
I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I definitely like, just kind of looking at it from a general view. I knew All Mine, and I'd heard Yikes before, but I didn't realize that I knew it, and I'd heard Ghost Town, but I didn't realize I knew it. Yeah, but then, like, even with, like, the first listen, I was like, oh, this is actually, like, why have I not listened to this album sooner?
I know. Also,
I think I didn't, because it got a lot of backlash.
I know. Okay, so I listened to it, like, the day it came out. I remember, like, because I was following Kanye at that point. I listened to the whole album the day it came out, like while I was running on the treadmill. I have a distinct memory of running on the treadmill, listening to like this whole album. And I thought the thing was really good, but it did come out after the time where he was going through that whole. I mean, on the front of the cover, it even says like it says something like "I hate being bipolar. It's awesome" or something. Yeah, that's when he was going through like his episodes. You know, still don't excuse anybody's actions, but. That was like when the TMZ thing, when he said like slavery was a choice. That was when he was wearing the MAGA hat. So I think the album did get received worse than it was because of what he was doing like politically at the time, which is an honest like
that honestly critique. Probably was another reason why I didn't listen to it. Honestly,
like I know a lot of people that like didn't listen to it because of what was going on, what he was doing during the time, but. I tried to separate it, and in the end, I thought it was a pretty good album. So,
yeah, I mean, I like listening to it now. I like it, and even I think that it, looking at some of the like lyrics in it, I think helps to serve kind of like as an expose about why he was, you know.
I know. That's what I've been trying to
seemingly going off the wall.
I know.
You know, it doesn't necessarily excuse some things, but it shows that it wasn't all, you know, just in a normal frame of mind.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. Nick, what about you? How did you feel about the album?
I like probably like I feel like I like half of it, but at the same time, when I look at the track list, I feel like I like more than half of it.
Well, I mean, half of it's only 4.
That's true.
It's a short.
My favorite songs are probably All Mine, Ghost Town, Wouldn't Leave, and Violent Crimes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm not a huge fan of I Thought About Killing You. Or No Mistakes is alright. It's really short, but it's alright.
Yeah.
And Yikes, I don't know. I remember when the album came out, Yikes was one of my favorite songs on it. But listening to it again, I just didn't like Yikes.
Interesting.
Dang, yeah, because I like all of them. I think.
Yeah, me too.
He kind of.
Sorry, go, Nick. Go.
Whenever this album came out, along with I think it was the 4 other Kanye produced albums that summer in 2018, yeah. I followed those pretty closely whenever they all came out, and I listened to all of them. I remember that. Also, I remember. I think this was the second one that came out, and the first one was Pusha T's album Daytona.
Yeah.
And the cover of it is a picture of Whitney Houston's bathroom, like full of drugs, I think.
Oh gosh.
And Kanye spent $85,000 to license that picture for the album.
Yep.
I just wanted to throw that in there.
No, that sounds funny.
Make sure the number was right. But
yeah. I feel like he starts off with like the 2 most controversial songs on this album, but I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like if those 2 would be like the ones that people probably like the least, I feel like, but I don't know.
Yeah.
What about you, Jamie? What are your thoughts? A little bit more thoughts
on the album. I don't know. I mean, I really like it. It was kind of definitely like the first. I don't know. I thought about Killing You the least, just because it's kind of. I don't know. From the first one I listened to it, I was like, oh, this is kind of weird. And then I was like, is this a conversation to himself or is it to someone else? Especially, I don't know. It's just, it's kind of like hard to follow if the conversation is like self-referential or like talking to someone else.
Yeah.
Which is maybe trying to kind of like look a little bit more about like what the bipolar aspect of his psyche is at the time.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I feel like it has to be to some other entity at least. Like maybe it's to some other personality within himself. If you think it's like internal, but he says in the song, like, I thought about killing you, and I love myself way more than I love you. I thought about killing myself, so like why wouldn't I think about killing you?
See, right.
That's the gist.
It just makes so much sense, but like at the same time it doesn't.
It does make logical sense.
Yeah. I mean, but overall, like, I still liked, like every other song, I liked the first listen, and I still like them. Like I was even listening to this because it's so short. I can listen to it on like one walk with Leo.
Yeah.
And it was like. Every time I'm like, yeah, I like this. I can pick out more and more like little pieces from it. I just like how kind of self-explorative a lot of the tracks are.
Yeah.
I mean, it starts off, him talking to himself or about himself or something. And then like it kind of moves into I don't know, a little highs and lows. All Mine is kind of the anomaly on the album, I would say.
Yeah. I think so.
Like that just seems like something that would be just off a general album.
Yeah.
And then kind of looking at the like rest of the album as a whole, it kind of sticks out. It's still good though.
No, I know.
But then like the last 4 songs, like kind of with Yikes and All Mine, at least in my mind, that's like, okay, those are very like Kanye songs. And then the last 4 are like, I don't know. It's a very different mood shift.
Yeah.
Where like after that, it goes from like All Mine into Wouldn't Leave, which is about like a failing marriage. No Mistakes was kind of, I don't know, that's just like more internal issues.
Yeah.
And it's also interesting because the end of that one talks about like, make no mistake, I still love you, girl. After the last one, the preceding track was like, I told my wife she could leave, but she wouldn't leave. And then Ghost Town is like, but I don't know. I love that one. That one's like,
I know.
That was like the runaway of this album.
It's
like, it's definitely like the emotional and musical like climax of it.
I
and that's just like, that's just fully looking at like fully just self-exploration about like internal struggles and issues, and how he's kind of like accidentally, or maybe on purpose, I don't know, turning away like those around him, just by like acting a fool. And then I mean, I like Violent Crimes. It ends with him. It sounds like he's singing like to or about like North, and was his other kid born at this point?
I don't know if Saint. I think Saint's the second one. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know when. I don't know the timeline, but North was definitely.
I think Saint is a boy.
Oh, then he's definitely talking about.
Maybe that's purely off. That's purely off the reference to in No Parties in L.A. He says, "I've been worried about my daughter. I've been worried about Kim, but Saint is baby. Yay, I ain't worried about him." Yeah.
Okay. Well then, that makes sense. So then this is definitely about North, and that one, it's good. But he didn't actually. I found he didn't actually write that song.
He did or did?
He did not.
He did not write that song?
He didn't. No, he said Partisan Fontaine wrote the Violent Crimes verses. He changed 2 lines, but he wrote the entire song, though. And I was like, huh. Because it's so, like, personable.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wait, who you say wrote it again?
He said Partisan Fontaine. I'm not sure. I didn't look any further, like, who that is.
You're good. I was looking at the written by credits on Spotify. I don't think he comes up, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people included in writing it. So
yeah, let's
that's
see.
a
Does
lot.
Genius have like writing credits? Yeah, I mean he's at least in the writing credits on Genius, and Kanye like tweeted that.
Okay.
On September 30th, 2018, according to this embedded tweet.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, and that song is like really good. It's very touching.
Yeah. It's kind of it's like a little bit it is touching, but it's like the classic like I don't want my daughter to like I don't know, I keep going back and forth on it, the father-daughter relationship is very like sacred, like maybe even more than like a father-son relationship.
Yeah. Just
because of like how women are viewed like
in society.
Yeah, and so it's like I get how he's saying that. Maybe it comes off like a little bit, and like I know he's doing it from like a place where he like wants to protect his daughter. So I'm not ragging on that, but like I feel like it's just when everybody grows up, they're like, oh no, I saw like what women go through. I don't want my daughter to like do anything anymore because of like society. I don't, and that's not really even like a bash on Kanye. It's more like just a bash on society. But I don't know.
Yeah. And I don't even know if it necessarily is as much as in like I don't like, not necessarily saying like she shouldn't do things, but rather like worried because like he was yes like one of the people that he knows are out there.
Yeah, see that's
which I think also is an interesting position to be able to take. Yeah,
that's like it starts creeping into like hypocrisy a little bit because it's like, but that's like, I mean that's like just being a kid and then being an adult. You're like, wow, I shouldn't have done that, and you're like, hey kid, don't do that, and then they're like, oh, I know what I'm doing, and then they do it, and then they grow up, they're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Hey kid, don't do it, and it's just like all over again.
Yeah, but I guess just they can be a natural transition into more like specific stuff, but like that the verses and it's kind of weird because he said he didn't write them, but there's some really funny, or maybe not even funny, but just like clever lines that I really like. Like, I hope she like Nicki, I make her a monster. Now having menages, I'm just being silly. That's such a good reference to Monster off of Beautiful
so
Dark
good.
Twisted Fantasy.
It's so good. It's so good.
And then the outro, actually, he like has
it's like a phone call. Yeah,
yeah, that's like Nicki saying. She said saying to put that on the album.
Oh, dude, that yeah, no.
I like the reference to Bad Boys.
Answer the door like Will Smith and Martin. Nigga, do we have a problem?
Which reference?
I answered the door like Will Smith and Martin.
Oh yeah.
In Do We Have a Problem? Because that scene is hilarious.
I don't know if I remember that scene or if I've even seen Bad Boys, but
that scene is so funny.
I believe you.
There's a Meet the Fockers reference, which I didn't understand because never seen it. But
wait, what was the Meet the Fockers reference? Because I've seen Meet the Fockers.
Matter of fact, Marlon, this ain't Meet the Fockers. I'll beat his ass. Pray I beat the charges.
Okay.
Yeah, at least I don't think I've seen Meet the Fockers.
I know I haven't.
I think I've seen the first and second.
Ben Stiller, but
yeah. Although, I mean, I don't even, like, I'm so far away from having a kid, but, like, I don't know why. I just like songs like this, because there's my favorite song off Macklemore's second album is Growing Up, and it's kind of the same thing where he's, like, talking to his newborn, or I guess at the time it was, they weren't born yet, but his wife was just pregnant with his daughter.
Oh, that is a really good song.
I love that song. I love that album. Marmalade kind of was, but this one
what?
Did you just say that? I gotta give it another listen. My music taste has changed drastically since it came out.
Marmalade was the first song that I literally put on repeat for like 2 days in a row. I did not listen to one other song.
Yeah, I gotta give that album another listen. My music taste has changed quite a lot,
dude. Oh my! Sorry, we'll come back to this after the podcast, bro. But
yeah, I love the heist, and I love This One Really Mess I've Made so much. And then I've always so different. And I was like,
no, yeah,
I don't like this. And
okay, sorry. I didn't mean okay. The song he had with Chance was really good too, but I think it's called Need to Know. But anyways, yeah.
I've always been like a Macklemore's cringe guy, but I should check him out a little more.
What? Macklemore's so good.
He's really good.
I don't know.
Granted, I could see.
Dude, he's a white rapper, bro.
I could see where you would come from saying he's cringe because of how accessible he is for, like, you know, little white kids whose parents don't let them listen to rap. But yeah, I mean, especially like the stuff he explores on his albums, very good.
It gets very in depth. There's even more songs, but
yeah, we can save this for we'll revisit Macklemore. Yeah, I mean, I love the outro and intros. Like, Ghost Town is just so good from like every aspect.
It's so good, dude. Ghost Town's been my favorite song since the first day I listened to this album when it came out. It's been my really favorite song, man. The whole time.
Yeah.
And Jamie, you should listen to the sample it uses too, because it uses a sample. It's like it uses that like
someday I wanna wear a starry crown.
Someday I wanna wear
by Shirley Ann Lee.
Wait, have you already heard that sample?
No, I haven't checked it out. I'm looking at the lyric right now.
Okay.
It says that.
I was like, bro, what? But yeah, no, it's really good, and then just the lines in it too. Hold up. It just starts out so good, and then the beat comes in. You're just like, you can just chill to. You're like, damn.
Yeah, and then like Cuddy's little like doing the chorus lines.
Amazing.
And then 070 Shake. I don't know who that is, but
I actually followed them on Instagram a while back because it's a girl. It's a girl. But I followed her on Instagram because she was in another song, like a leaked song, and I was like, her voice sounds so good, so I just followed her. But
yeah, I mean her doing the outro is just phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Recently she came out with a song with Tame Impala.
Oh, okay. I could see it. I could totally see her matching that vibe based on her outro in that song.
I didn't listen to it, but I saw it on something, and then I saw her name in the credits for Ghost Town, and I was like, hey, I saw her name recently.
Yeah, and then because Yasha does the intro to like the next song, and that leads it to where like the first time I listened to this, I didn't realize that they were two different songs at first.
Ah, okay.
Like, and so it's a really nice transition between the two. Yeah,
and actually, they did a Kids See Ghost concert, and Kanye sings Ghost Town. And I'll send you guys a video, but he sings Ghost Town like live. Or no. Okay, so Kid Cudi, it's like a Kids See Ghost, like concert, but they sing. Kid Cudi sings "Pursuit of Happiness" first, and then Kanye goes. Well, since Cudi got to sing his favorite song, it's only fair that I get to sing my favorite song. And he's like, DJ, drop the beat or something, and like literally just goes, someday, and like the crowd goes like crazy, and they all start saying someday. Oh, it's so good. It honestly made me like the song even more, dude. It's so good. Oh.
Man, I miss live. I wish
music
I could. So
I
much.
miss it so. I didn't even get to experience that much before it got taken away. But I was gonna do it so much this year. I was gonna do it so much. I hate my life. Anyways, no, that is a very good song, Jamie. I love it so much.
Dude, was that the Camp Flog-Gnaw performance, or was it like a Kids See Ghost? Like,
no, it was the Camp Flog-Gnaw performance.
Okay.
Look at you, Nick. You know some stuff, boy. Look at that.
Yeah, I like Tyler the Creator a lot, so I keep up with Camp Flog-Gnaw.
Yeah. It was, dude. That kind. I wish I was there. Anyways,
I know that. I think it was last year when Tyler said that the headliner was going to be this big like hidden guest, and a bunch of people thought it was going to be Frank Ocean. And it was Drake. And Drake came out and did like 4 or 5 songs, and then just said like thank you, good night, because so many people were booing
him off stage, bro.
Frank Ocean.
I've seen so many tweets that have been like, you guys booed Drake and God took away live music from us. I'm like, yes, I know.
New Drake song's not bad. It's pretty good.
I have to listen to it. You mean like the one where he's in like that, like where he has like the face mask on? Wait, did you say new song or album?
New song.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you said album. Never mind. Yes, but
it's that.
Yeah, I think we can. Nick, what's your favorite? What's your favorite like song off the album? I don't know why I said song.
Yeah. As opposed to the I don't even know. When you said Ghost Town was your favorite song, did you mean off the album or did you mean like in general?
Like ever? Honestly, it's pretty good, but I meant off the album though.
Okay, I guess.
Sorry, I was more asking what's your favorite song off the album, because I know me and Jamie and I's favorite is Ghost Town, so I just want to know what yours was.
It's probably Ghost Town. Like, I like All Mine, and I like the general like flow of the song, and at first when I first listened to it, I didn't like the chorus that much, but it warmed up to me, or I warmed up to it, I guess. And but some of the lyrics, like, they kind of pull you out of the energy of the song in a sense, like I don't know, can we say it on a PG-13 podcast?
I don't think it's PG-13. We say shit.
Wait, what? What lines are you? Is it like in the chorus or in the where he starts talking?
It's the first 2 lines of the second verse.
Of Ghost Town?
No,
of All Mine.
Oh shoot! I thought we were talking about Ghost Town. Whoops.
No.
Well, yeah, go for it.
Say it, Nick.
Do it.
I don't know if I want to have this on public record.
Okay, fine. I'll say it. Where is it?
I mean, I can also just play it.
Bottle.
Do what? Oh yeah, you said
I'll also just cut it in.
Edit it in. Okay.
Right.
We'll leave it to that.
Okay, I'll edit it in if that'll make you more comfortable. Yeah, I mean, I think that line's hilarious.
It is very funny.
Wait, okay, sorry. Which line? What does it start with?
Let me hit it.
Oh, okay. Yo, sorry. I thought you were talking about like the very beginning. I was looking at the very beginning of the song. Dude, that line is so funny, dude. That line is so funny.
It is very funny.
This dude at work was like literally just kept saying that line over and over again because he thought it was so funny. But wow, that is pretty funny. Okay.
But Ghost Town's probably my favorite, I think.
Yeah, it honestly is really good. But yeah, All Mine. All Mine definitely is like one of those like it's like a banger more than it is like.
Oh yeah. I remember listening to it on the way to the 220 exam, right? Sophomore.
Yes. That was so much fun. I think I like All Mine too because Kanye's voice is so deep and like fast it's just really deep and it gets contrasted by the super high pitched intro that is going on, and I think that's what I like a lot about it too because you get the people don't even know that he's like saying at the beginning.
Dude,
like,
I'm reading the lyrics right now and I had no idea.
You didn't?
Oh,
After listening for a good while, like I didn't want to look up the lyrics, and I think I got most of them. But I think there's a couple things that I had to like look at. But yeah, dude, he says it so fast and so high pitched. You're like, what? He says supermodel thick. What? It's like everyone hears the medulla oblongata, but
yeah,
get the rubbing up the leg, get the genie out the butt. But yeah, get the rubbing on my lap. See, I even thought it said, like, I saw sometimes it says, get to rubbing on my lamp, get the genie out the bottle. Not get to rubbing on my lap, get the genie out the bottle. But lap is funnier, but yeah, so I think that's why I really like All Mine. The beat's nice, but Yikes. Okay, I was going to say Yikes. I like, and Jamie, interject too if you want to at any point, but Yikes, I really like how, like, halfway through, he kind of, maybe it's at the end, he just like starts talking over the beat and like the chorus and just starts kind of going off on like a tangent about like his bipolarism and like the stuff that he's like experiencing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I'd like it just because like if he did that in every single song it'd get annoying, but I think because he just does it in this one song it's okay.
Yeah.
But he literally starts like talking over the beat and everything, and it's just like you're like, oh, where is that coming from? You know, like he's just going on a rant.
Right.
Like,
it definitely makes you like tune your ear in a little bit more because it's so different. You're like, oh, what's he saying?
You're like, bro, is this part of the song, or did he just accidentally leave this .mp4 file in here, bro? Like,
are you talking about the end? Where
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Where he says that's my bipolar shit. That's my superpower. Ain't no disability. I'm a superhero.
That's my superpower. That ain't no disability, dude. It's just like, I don't know. It's kind of funny how he just rants about it. I don't know why. It adds some comedy to it, but
I like the Yikes. I really like the start to verse 1. I like the rhythm and like the syntax of it. It's also interesting looking at like the 4 acronyms.
Tweaking off that 2CB, huh? Is he gonna make it TBD, huh? Thought I was gonna run DMC, huh? I done died and lived again on DMT, huh?
2 of which are psychs, and then 2 of which are just regular acronyms. Well, I guess one's a regular acronym. One was a play on Run DMC. They're like tweaking off that 2CB, huh? Which is a psychedelic. Is he gonna make it TBD, huh? Thought I was gonna run DMC, huh? I done died and lived again on DMT, huh?
Run DMC. That's
I like the parallelism between all of those lines, and they're just throwing in DMC just because it fits the 3-letter acronyms, the general sound, and because he said run, like. But that's also a reference to apparently in 2016 when he was like hospitalized for quote unquote mysterious reasons. He said it was because it was due to like something to do with like prescription like issues, like painkillers or something.
Yeah. I read that. I think this song was written partially in response to him getting addicted to opioids after he had
Yeah, I mean, I like that song. That song's pretty good. I also like kind of like from No Mistakes. I like it the section where the beat cuts out briefly, and like the second I heard it, I was like, oh, I've heard him do this before, and it's on New God Flow, which is him, Pusha T, and Ghostface Killah, which is a great song, excellent workout song if you wanna throw that on your playlist. But yeah, so I thought that was cool that style cropped its head up again.
That's pretty good. And then when it comes back in, it goes, make no mistake. It kind of like builds up to that, and then it redoes the beat again at the end, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like harmon. I don't know if is it harmonizing. There's a lot of like, I don't know what is it called when like a lot of people sing the same verse?
Yeah, it's harmonizing.
Okay. There's so much harmonizing on this.
Yeah, it's him and
so
Charlie Wilson. Specifically,
Charlie Wilson.
No Mistakes. And Charlie Wilson, he worked with on Bound 2 off of Yeezus.
Oh, he also worked a lot
and some
on
other
Beautiful
stuff,
Dark
yeah.
Twisted Fantasy. A lot, I remember too.
Yeah, and then I really like the Believe It or Not sample used in both in the verse and in the like final chorus.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not. I think that's really good. And that's Slick Rick, who's a old rapper from the late 90s, early 2000s, I think. Or no. I think it's earlier than that.
Freaking old head, bro.
Probably like late 80s. Yeah, I like the samples used in this album. It doesn't, at least... not really looking into it, but like the obvious samples, it's less than on other Kanye projects. It seems like this one he's more, since he's talking so much about himself. There's less like other people, like there's less samples on it, and the beats may be sampled, but I mean specifically like vocal samples. That's a thing that he uses. I mean, he pioneered for the genre.
I know. And
but
so good.
In this one, he kind of, I think, probably made the conscious choice to be like, this one's about me and my shit, so it's gonna be me and my shit, which I think is just an interesting from, just an outside point of view. I think that that's pretty cool.
True.
An interesting note that I thought about while listening to it.
Make no mistake. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I really liked it.
Me too. We've talked about every song.
Yeah, I think that's all the like.
Yeah.
That's all the specifics I had. Nick, you have anything else?
Potatoes. I don't know. I don't think so. I did like how topical and like how current a bunch of his lyrics were at the time they came out.
Mm-hmm.
Like it felt like I was going to compare it to a South Park episode when Trey Parker and Matt Stone and all the people who make South Park, whenever they make a South Park episode, they make it that week, like SNL, and then they send it to Comedy Central for them.
Yeah, but South Park's better than SNL.
Oh,
yeah,
I actually have no.
Yeah, I'd probably say so.
I'm comfortable.
I do like SNL. I've always liked SNL just because of the live aspect of it. But
one's live and one's animated. So,
but I feel like I have some sort of unnatural affinity for it because if you go back and watch some of it, it's not awesome.
Bro, there's so many just shit tier sketches,
especially like the Zoom ones that they did.
I haven't even watched those.
They did Zoom sketches?
Yeah, I think they had 2 Zoom episodes. Like pre-recorded episodes.
Interesting.
Yeah. They did do something funny where someone asked Dr. Fauci, is he the leader of the CDC?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay. I saw some article today where the the headline was about the leader of the CDC, and the thumbnail was a picture of someone different, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Fauci. But Fauci said something about wanting to be played by Brad Pitt on SNL, and then they actually got Brad Pitt to play him on SNL.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
That was actually pretty funny. But anyways, yeah, I felt like he wrote, or he got people to write stuff like super fast for the album, because I can't, like 2 years ago, I don't remember the exact sequence of stuff, but he talks about
wait, I think he's Institute of Health, not the CDC. Hang on.
Oh, okay. Retraction.
Yeah. But, yeah, the CDC is, because that's like, basically a shill is the head of the CDC, like a puppet.
Oh, okay. It'd be like that. But he talks about Russell Simmons.
Me Too.
Yeah. He talks about, I forget, Tristan Thompson, is that his name? Like cheating on Kourtney Kardashian.
Yeah.
Like,
I do not know.
Honestly.
I think he's a basketball player, right?
Yeah, he's a basketball player.
Yeah.
But he has a lot of topical references that I enjoy. But I think we hit on like the highlights of the songs that I really enjoyed. Mm-hmm. I do remember before this album came out, like a day or two before, when he was having his big like pre-launch release party and stuff, and a bunch of people were up at his ranch in Wyoming. And people, like a couple people tweeted and were like, "Oh, this sounds so much like old Kanye. Like everyone's gonna love this so much." And I was like, "Well, what? This doesn't." now that I really have listened to more old Kanye, and I listened to this week, I was like, "This doesn't really sound like Registration or like."
I think they were just in the hype, in the party atmosphere, like. Yo, what, bro, tweet it out right now, bro. You won't do it. This sounds like old Kanye.
I mean, because it sounds more like old Kanye when compared to like Jesus or Pablo. But I mean, I don't think it. I would say it sounds somewhere between the two. Like his older stuff and his newer stuff. It sounds more like just a natural progression of stylisticness.
Yeah.
But you're right. Atmosphere plays a big part in how you feel about things you're hearing.
Yeah.
Like we talked about earlier, that live music atmosphere. You always have that. You get that.
It's
that
different.
High. But I put in my notes that I felt like Kanye was an anti-WAP guy because of violent crimes. that was just a joke.
No. That's actually true. Do you guys follow him on Twitter?
No.
I don't think I
don't think so.
Okay, can I? Okay, just for the ending of our session, look. Can I? Let me read you some. Okay.
Okay. I know he had the whole emoji thing and the like. Let's make a Jesus talk.
Oh my gosh! Wait. So Jamie hasn't.
I do remember that. That shit was funny.
Okay, yeah, that was the one I say. It says, "A vision just came to me. Jesus talk. I was watching TikTok with my daughter, and as a Christian father, I was disturbed by a lot of the content." But I completely love the technology.
Yeah,
I don't know why that's so funny. And also, did you see the picture of Steve Harvey?
Yeah, dude, it was so weird.
Dude, every comment was hilarious. It's like, wait, let me read what it says. He said you might want to tuck that. Wait, and everyone's saying he had dope in his pocket.
Yeah, he's got the little baggie sticking out. Yeah, the corner of the bag.
But the thing, what was the one he said? Someone said like, "Yo, Steve's packing" or something, and like you could see like, you could see
Harvey's unfortunate bulge at Chick-fil-A.
It's so bad, dude. It's so bad.
It's a terrible picture.
It's so bad, dude. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for him.
Poor Steve.
And then if you look at his face, he's just straight like vibing. But gosh, that's.
I wouldn't say poor Steve.
No, I know. Trust me, I've seen the Gus Johnson video.
Yeah,
okay?
there you go.
Wait,
I knew what you were referencing.
Is this something we need to reference post-pod?
Yeah, it's just Gus of Gus and Eddie fame. he did like one of his commentary. He did like an expose on some of the questionable shit Steve Harvey said.
It's pretty questionable, but
yeah. But that's something that that's a. If you want to check it out, I recommend it. It'll make you see Steve a little differently, and you're like, But yeah, I mean that's I guess unless y'all have anything else, I'm good with moving into just like flat out ratings of it.
Yeah.
It's only a 23-minute album, so I don't know how much we can really talk.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up? I'm ready for it. Jamie, you good?
Yeah. I'll for me 7.5.
All right. Can I go next?
Yeah, you go, and then Nick, you can go and announce next week's album.
I'll give it a 9.
Okay. Very respectable.
I love it, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't decide whether to go higher with it or to go more middle of the road, but I feel like I typically trend higher.
Yeah. And this album I listened to the day it came out, so I've liked it since like the very beginning too. So
I get that.
Like,
it's a good album.
Yeah. It is.
Nick, what about you? What's your evaluation?
I think I'll give it a 6.
Okay. And that'll bring us to an average of 7.5.
All right.
Wait, Nick, what'd you get it?
Not bad.
6.
Oh.
Yeah, so that puts it at 3, our third highest spot.
Dang.
Yeah. Man on the Moon #1 still. RKS and Rage both tied with 7.83 per second, and then this one is in third place with 7.5. Just above Turn Blue and Mechanical Bull.
Oh, and did I hear you say that Willie Nelson, Both Sides Now, will always be first?
No.
It's not the lowest. Blueface is the lowest.
I hate you.
So.
Blueface is good, bro.
Blueface as 5.33, Pop Smoke is 5.5, and Willie comes in at 5.8.
How do you guys put Pop Smoke at the bottom, bro? S&P.
On the reevaluation, I don't know.
No, I'd still.
Baby,
it's just not my shit. It's just not my shit.
I'm moving Molly in the lead. That's why I'm moving.
It's just not for me.
But next week album, usually I try and pick something that kind of resonates with me through the week, or that I find the week before that I forgot about, or something that's new. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't really find anything for a little while. I kind of rediscovered something like yesterday, and I was like, oh, this seems cool. Like I'll just do that one. And then I found an album this morning that I forgot about, and I think I'm gonna roll with that one. The album is Earth Tones by Bahamas.
Okay.
And it's his biggest song was in a Motorola commercial with James Franco.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And that song is called All the Time.
Yeah, it's from that commercial.
You might know it if you heard it.
I know a few songs by him. Yeah, Jordan, you'll probably recognize that one just based on sheer.
Wait, what's the song called?
All the Time.
All the Time, because it was also like it got a bunch of like radio play and like store radio play and stuff like that. That's
wait, I'm looking at the Earth Tones album.
There's
no song called. Wait, what?
It's in the album before that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Might be.
I like that one too, but I think I like this one as an album a little more than I.
So we're listening to Earth Tones though, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
from 2018. Yeah. 2018.
He Bahamas came out with a single last week for an album that I think comes out October 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of reminded me of him, and I didn't listen to any of his music any of his other music that I'd listened to before until today. I was like, oh, I forgot how much I like this album.
Nice.
It's kind of indie, kind of like I don't really know how to. It's groovy in a sense, I guess, and some songs are more serious. A lot of the lyrics are introspective, but also like kind of apply to like his outer life and like the opinions he like wants to grow to hold and things like that. So it's pretty cool.
I got you.
Nice. We'll take a gander at her.
And what I've been listening to, since that's the next section we roll into.
That's true.
I almost picked the album of The Blue Color of the Sky by OK Go.
Oh, I really like OK Go.
But yeah, they are pretty good. They're pretty good.
I know the hits. That's it.
Yeah, the music video song.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to some of The Weeknd, some of the Arctic Monkeys' newest album, that new Bahamas single, and an indie band that I like that came out with a cover album that's full of like obscure covers, except for they have "Take Me Home, Country Roads" on there, but that's like the only well-known song. But the album is called Candid, and it's by the band Whitney. It's pretty good. It's my indie plug of the week.
Yeah, I've had Pop Smoke in my rotation. I've really been listening to this song called Bean by Lil Uzi Vert featuring Chief Keef. It's really good. I've been listening to Tell Me You Love Me by Juice WRLD featuring Trippie Redd. And then just some other ones. I've been listening to I just love like the regular rappers like Pop Smoke, Kanye, a little bit of Tyler. Been listening to Blueface still. Just everyone who's already been in my rotation pretty much. But yeah.
Yeah, I think this might be some of the most different our weekly listings have been, because I've been listening to well, actually, Nick, you got me back into. I would listen back through like RTJ 1 through 4 again.
Nice.
On and off again.
I need to do that.
And then I've been listening to a lot of like Marcus King Band, and then within like the last couple of days, it's been a lot of Peach Pick's second album. You and
I need to listen to it.
I think it's You and All Your Friends. It's good. It's different.
Is that not their newest album?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. It's different. It's a different vibe. It's still stoner, but like a more excited stoner on this album. But it's good. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I've been listening to. Just like general daily mixes and stuff here and there.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I guess we can go ahead and bring her home then, if you guys are good with that. Okay. Well, then we just wanted to say thanks again for listening this week, and remember to tune in next week where we'll take a look at Earth Tones by Bahamas, released in 2018. Be sure to give it a listen so that you can kind of have your own thoughts and can kind of join in the discussion in your own head as you listen next week. You can feel free to either leave a comment about your thoughts on this week's album on YouTube, or you can tweet them at us. We're on Twitter at ListenUpPod, and that account as well as our personal handles will be in the description of wherever you found this podcast. But for now, we'll catch you next week, and remember to listen up.